Good morning to each and every one of you. I hope you've enjoyed your meditation session in beautiful, beautiful Barbados this morning. Welcome to the island, whether you're here physically or whether you're here virtually. I know you're here in spirit, either which way. So welcome to Barbados. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning here. I'm not sure how many of you may have guessed where we are. I know there are one or two of you on here that definitely know. My brother Malcolm Hunt, I see you on board. So I'm sure you know where we are. You've had enough landmarks, enough yachts that are moored off of here to know where we are. And now for sure, you will definitely. Good morning to each and every one of you. You can see I have come today completely equipped with all of my meticulously, scientifically prepared floating apparatus so I could get to where I am. I was planning to come here no matter what, whether the tide was not high, was not low enough, or whether there was not enough sand to walk here. But I brought you somewhere that most of you will only know if you have access there, come in on one of the catamarans that decide to use this section here as their lunch or snorkeling spot. We are just to the north of Merlin Bay, and I will show you all this area in 1 second. Alright, so in the distance there, I know there's many of you that love that beach, that's Merlin Bay. You will see there's a cove just a little further up. There's a buoy in the water. That's just to the northern section that you can sometimes not access unless the tide is low here on Merlin Bay itself. And that comes wrong after Goggles Bar coming north. And then beyond there and here pretty much is all sea cliff area. A couple of little inlets and stuff of sand. But where we are, you would not normally find a lot of people coming here unless they want to get wet, because with the tide and the swell conditions, very, very difficult to negotiate coming around to this section where I am right now. But today is perfect. There's enough sand that I could actually walk around, maybe only in about hip deep of water. So we're going to have a great adventure, I hope, this morning. But before we start, we're going to pray for our peace, and we're going to pray for world peace. And we hope that everyone in all of the positions in life that can change this world will listen to this prayer and use this prayer to their own selves, and this world will be a much better place. So please join me if you would like. If not, we will be with you in a few moments. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. I don't know who saw me this morning showing off terribly, you see already, but I had to go for a swim. I could not come here and watch this area for the last half an hour without touching that water, that's for sure. It is absolutely beautiful up here, and as I said, I don't normally access this area except for when I'm coming in a catamaran myself. I usually stop at Merlin Bay, which is just down the point there where we're going to pass in a couple of minutes time. So this is an extra treat for me as well today. So enjoy this air scenery, because this is a beautiful, beautiful spot. I don't know if any of you have seen Outer Banks too, but this is one of the locations that they were using in that film. So if you have a look through there, you will see Cove Spring, etc. It's quite a beautiful spot. You will be able to make out the slight inlet, which I'll show you in a minute's time, and that's probably one of the only ways that you may recognize it. Don't show any off of the land shots of it in that, as far as I remember, but this is where it was definitely used for some of their filming as well. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Absolutely lovely. We're going to swim a little further on. I have had my swim already, so I'm pretty good. Only kidding. I always think of you all, so don't worry. We definitely will be swimming in a couple of seconds time. I noticed that our chef is on island, and therefore that is why you all are not getting any treats. Maybe he's prepared some for you this morning with some local flavors and seasoning, but I'm not sure. He will let you know about that. But good morning to you, Steve, and welcome home, my brother. I will most definitely be catching up with you, as you said, at the office tomorrow, if not before, and I would most definitely enjoy walking with you as well at some stage again during your vacation here. You know, it is a hard place to find to walk. I'm only kidding. It's just beautiful everywhere. There is some sargassum on the south. I guess you've seen that from the pictures and stuff that are on Facebook. However, there is a swell that's coming in. I don't know if it will bring more or if it will actually move it. The latter, I'm hoping, will be the situation. Okay, for all of those sea grape lovers, people who like beautiful ornamental fruit, because I wouldn't recommend to eat them. I would just look at them and say they're beautiful. These are going to change color soon. I'm sure that you all are aware of what the sea grape looks like when it's ripe. If you're not, don't worry, we'll be taking that in our adventures. I don't spend too much time on them. Well, I think they're beautiful. Maybe this year we had a sea grape Christmas tree. However, there were no fruit on it. And you know, the fruit are lovely, but that's it. Just look lovely as far as I'm concerned. Alright, so you will know this property now, looking from the ocean. You will know this quite clearly. Beautiful facility, everything you could possibly want for the ocean. All of the toys are up there. Absolutely lovely location. It's actually a treat to walk over here this morning. I was going to swim if necessary, as I said. I brought our device with us. It's not patented yet, so please don't take it and patent it. You know, so I would plan to come around here either which way, but it's much more comfortable to be able to walk around here just in waist deep of water for sure. Alright, this is the only tricky spot really. Just have to time it with the backlash coming off of the cliff itself, just to make sure we don't wet up our equipment. But this part here, just over knee deep, easy to see. Some rocks and stuff in the shore break here, but I have on my beach shoes as I always like to do. But as you can see, transparent waters, absolutely beautiful down there. Now we've been talking about it all week. There is a little bit of sand in the water, and that's because of the movement right now. And as you can see, lots of sea life here jumping all around, little small fish as well. So I'm sure there's something a little bigger behind it. Good thing that I'm vegan. If not, I would dive in there and hold it by my hand. You know what I mean? I'm a serious fisherman, but I don't use any of the hooks and stuff. I just bail in there and lock off the necks of the fish and carry them home. Haven't done that for a long time though, because I am vegan now, so I don't encourage that or eat it. It's just beautiful down here. We're coming into a place called Merlin Bay now. That's just over there in the point. I have some friends on board here. They invited me down one evening to have some dinner with them and some drinks. First time I had met them, Nancy and all the family. Good morning. I'm only going to call two names. When you hear those two names together, it's not a stutter, it's not an echo. Two friends called Nancy and their family come down here. Looking forward to seeing you all again in June. Can't wait. Just beautiful conditions. Again, just to show you where we have walked from this morning. We started our walk just a little further where we see the end of the beach. That's where we were when we took our swim and when I was doing the vlog. And we're going to make our way, as I said, northward from here. We're going to go as far as Weston today. We're not going to go around to Reeds Bay. I was planning to do that, but I said no, I'm just to go to Weston, show you all what the beaches are like down here, because you've seen numerous vlogs with me in this section, and we've seen wide beaches, and then we've seen no beaches at all. Right now, the beaches begin to build back again, as you would have seen where we were walking. Further on, still taking a little while to do so. Hopefully that will build back in the near future. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten your all 360s, I haven't forgotten your swims. I am just teasing right now, teasing with the beauty of this area that surrounds us. Just beautiful accommodations here. Lovely. You know, it's quite amazing that when you're in the, not the front villas here or front apartments here, in the back section, you really don't hear the ocean at all. It's very, very gentle slap down here. And because of all of this foliage in the front section and the construction and elevation of the cliff area, in the back section, you really don't hear the water, which is so amazing. When I was there, I could hardly believe that, you know. Just beautiful. So here we go. We can do a little 360 here as well, so you can have a look, and then we're going to go a little offshore and do one for you as well. See lots of hearts and lots of love. So before I start our spin, I just want to say good morning to you all, and thank you all so much for all of your dedication, you know, your determination to be here, for coming every morning and sharing your care and love and happiness with each and every one of us. Because, you know, there are many days that we have difficult times. I had a difficult time yesterday with my computer at home. How to say serenity prayer multiple times, but it worked, and so did the computer. So everything that started off as what I thought was going to be a dilemma turned into just a growing experience. Here we go. This is our 360 for you now. just beautiful. I can tell you, I am so blessed for many reasons. One is for life, of course. Second thing is to be living a life in this paradise place you call home, place I most definitely refer to as my heaven on earth. And then the other reason is to have some amazing people walking this journey with me. I have had some emotional posts and messages that have come to me, and each time they come, it seems as though God is doing that purposely through some of my friends and family, because it is at a time when I'm doubting my ability to handle the journey that He has asked me to go on. And each time that I start to feel a little bit down and a little bit concerned and a little bit doubtful, someone sends me a message that stimulates me and gives me the drive to start all over again. So I would like to thank all of you all. I know we have a little water over our camera there. Sorry about that. We did get a little splash. But anyway, hopefully that's enough that you can see me, because I want you to see me, of course. I like my camera time as well. But thank you so much for your kind messages, because it's as I say, God speaks through everyone around me. And it's at the times that I desperately need that is when He lets someone tell me like what I heard last night. So I don't want to say that. It was sort of like done in confidence. So I will keep the person's anonymity clear on it. But I want to say thank you. And I know you're watching this morning, so thank you for that message. It was heartfelt. And it came at the perfect time. The battery was just a little bit on the dip. Now it's fully refreshed and ready to go again. And it also helps to not party night time before too, because that gives you a little more energy this morning. Yesterday I had a struggle. I couldn't believe it. I used to burn the candle till wee hours. 2 and 3 hours sleep is all I needed for years and years. But that was then. I guess it's because I'm not accustomed to it. Because someone said old age. I don't believe in that at all. That would not apply to me. So here we go. Your waterborne 360. Enjoy the reflections, enjoy the glows of this stunning place on the west coast. Absolutely beautiful. I will stay here all day and talk to you all, but I want to show you a little more beauty because I want to cover this section to Weston. So we're going to continue with our walk now. You can see that device on the beach. Now it is extremely difficult to make. It took me years and years to perform the miracle to get that developed. And I now call it the high and scientifically created floating apparatus. And if you come to Barbados and you want to do some hard work like floating, power floating, you will need one of these. Very, very easy to make actually. You can give me a call. I'll walk through with it with you. I can actually come and do it for you if you'd like as well too. Just have some coffee brewing and I will come your way for sure. You know me, coffee is my addiction. There we go again. Just give me a second to harness up everything and put back on all my bags, etc. Fully prepared this morning. It's what we got to call some serious work attire on. Formal conditions for me. I have on this apparatus. I also have on our waistcoat as well. I brought a cloth in it to keep and dry the lens and stuff. But I don't know why I did that, because it's no soaking wet, because I've already soaked it in the sea. But don't mind. I don't know how many you can read upside down, but because of my creativity, my skills of scribing on the beach, you will probably know what that is. No problem. I will turn around the other way in a few minutes time for those that are having difficulty in understanding it. But that happens, don't worry. Especially on a Saturday morning after a difficult Friday night. There you go. Beautiful. When I came here this morning, I took a still shot. No footprints on the beach with that, just to show you that we were having this beach to ourselves this morning. So we'll put that later on, hopefully, if it came out. I did remember to take a couple of pictures this morning, because you know, it's been a little difficult. Yesterday I went back and you see with those folks that we met on camera and spent some time talking to them. I got so lost and so chillaxed I forgot about taking pictures. And then I realized when I got home, the only picture I had was the one on Bridgetown that I took on the way down. Thank goodness for that, or I would have had to dip in the archives and bring you something that was not fresh, which is not something I want to do. Now you will notice along this entire area here, there's just a couple of spots that you can swim like directly in front of Merlin Bay. A little further up front of Cove Spring, you can also find a spot. But majority of the area, especially the beach beyond this here, before you get to Alin Bay, has a shelf reef, just like this here offshore. Now sometimes this is under sand. At certain times of year, especially summer, majority of this will be covered. You may not even see the reef in most sections here. However, at this time now, it's still not fully come back, and therefore you can see the beautiful coral that's there. You can see the growth that's on it as well. It's absolutely beautiful. Now there's so many stories about how Barbados gained its name. I don't contradict any of them because I wasn't here at that time, so I'm not too sure. But they did say about the bearded fig tree that people said about beards on the beach. This is one of those here with all the root structure that's hanging. As you can see, it does look somewhat like a beard. I would imagine in early days the entire west coast had this all along it. I'm not, as I said, I'm not saying anything negative about any of the things that are said about Barbados. I'm just saying this is one of them that is said, and you can see why someone could look at that as a bearded person or bearded fig tree. Just beautiful. Again, more sea grapes coming into season. Boy, I tell you, I hope this is a fast one. Hope these come and go quickly. Look at these reflections and glows that are just coming alive now. The sun is starting to make its way up, just so you will see the sun as well. Darker makers, I'm calling for you. Here we go. Just beautiful. You can feel the warmth from that. I'm going to paint you a visual experience here now. The air. Hold on, I gotta let you see this here though, because I can't show off without looking at you all. The air. Fresh, clean, with a hint of sea spray. It's just absolutely beautiful. Weather conditions right now, ultimate conditions. Usual cooling clouds around. However, I don't see any rain-bearing clouds at this present time. The sea, warmer than the actual air. It is perfect down here today. A little bit of a swell coming in because of the low tide and stuff. As I said before, this is very shallow right here. So you're going to get a little bit of surges that you wouldn't normally expect to be a swell, looking like a swell, but it's just because of the little surge that's coming in. The air itself, the air is light. It is very light this morning. We did talk earlier this week about the air feeling a little bit heavy, and that's the humidity and stuff. I don't have the right terminologies for it, but they're the ones. I'm a simple person, so I talk simple things. I don't really get too high tech or too highfalutin. This is the way I talk, very simple. I talk as I am a person of this soil. I am a true Bajan, 100%. So my heart, my spirit, my focus is all about Barbados. I'm bringing people here to enjoy this with me. I'm not asking you to come here and spend your money. I'm asking you to come here and enjoy this with me. Now that may not go down well with certain promoters of this island, but to come here you gotta spend money, so I don't need to ask you to do that. I just want you to come and spend some time with me. Come here. Let me know where you are, and if you're somewhere that's not close by, please come to the office on Sundays, because Mr. Impact, he is ready to perform for us. Everyone knows the office is the EMC Beachfront Festive Lounge, aka Crystal Waters. They're slowly getting it renamed. So if you're on the island right now, or you're going to be here for tomorrow, please come and meet me there around 4 o'clock. I want to say that before I go off, because I don't want to not say it and miss some of you all. You can see the security aspect down here is taken very, very seriously. As you can appreciate, thousands and thousands of dollars are paid per day for one of these accommodations. So the people that come here would not be the normal person like myself. These are people that would have some international recognition and stuff. So therefore they want their privacy, of course, and they want their security, of course. Just lovely down here. There's a mixture of all types of trees down here. I'm noticing some fallen coconut trees a little further on. You see them as we're walking, unfortunately. I think, that coconut trees represent tropical for me. If I see a coconut tree on a beach, I feel like tropics immediately. If I don't see any coconuts, well, it still feels tropical, but it doesn't have that little extra fine touch that the coconut tree tends to bring. It's beautiful though. Again, stunning villas. Mr. Conductor, I cannot go and put my camera up over there today. As you can see, the highest elevation here is protected by what we in Barbados called the poor man's security fence, and that is the bougainvillea. I have some of them at my home as well, because Barbara has planted them for me and has given me great security in the back section. Absolutely beautiful. But that is what we call the Barbadian poor man's security fence. That's the bougainvillea. You do not want to mess with them. If you get stuck with a bougainvillea, you will not only know it when you initially get the juk, you will also know it because of the burn that comes with it, and for days after it will burn you and hurt you. So that is a great security, cheap security option. Just give you some indication of where we are, let you know some homes that we're passing. So if you want to do some rentals, you can always check out this here, where this West Shore Beach House is on the map. And you can look at places that are close by, and you can always get in contact with a real estate agent or whatever if you're interested in staying in this area. It is absolutely beautiful. For me, everybody knows I'm a South Coast person. That's not dissing the West Coast, it's just promoting the South. Oh my goodness. It's good to be back, people. I'm beginning to feel it again. As I said, someone gave me my top up that I needed yesterday. You know, I now know for sure that the message is getting out there, that the healing is not just for me, that there are other people that are getting healed as well. That is an amazing feeling. Just beautiful. I can't stop panning around because I want you to see and feel what I am experiencing here. Now, I know that it sounds strange, but there are many people that, because of being here so many times, or they remember here so vividly, that what they see, they can actually feel, and that is quite amazing. The power of the mind, we barely harness that. Alright, I gotta do a little stepping up. So, as you can see, it is a little bit difficult in some of these areas. Maybe I can get around the front. Let me have a look and see. Maybe I can. I stepped up and came over the top, but it's looking like the tide has dropped a little bit more now. Tide goes completely off. I think it's like 8:26 or somewhere in that time frame this morning. So we should be able to get around here. If not, this is what you will have to come over, just to show you. You can make it at high tide, but you're going to have to do a little stepping up and stepping over. If there are any property owners on the West Coast on this morning, or if any do see this later on today, I just want to draw your attention to something that I noticed here that I think that should be addressed. You know, as we walk, we talk. So just going to backtrack a little bit here because I think it's important before someone doesn't see it and finds himself in some grave trouble. This well here, the top is actually gone. It is big enough for a small pet to get in now. So if there are any property owners on any areas that we've just passed, if you could get in contact with whoever manages this property and notify them of this for me, please, it'd be greatly appreciated. And as you can see, the terrain is not the best for walking on, but you can walk around here at high tide. But beautiful, beautiful place down here, absolutely stunning. Again, it's tricky to walk, but not for me, because I'm a balancing act professional. So that is no problem. I can walk across these little slithers of wall quite comfortably. I can actually do some backflips as well too, but I have my camera equipment, so I don't want to mess that up too much with the sand and thing. So we put off another day. But these villas, oh my goodness, I'm actually up on their patio. So good morning to everyone here at this beautiful accommodation. We're saying hello to you from the EMC. You will notice the lights down here are the turtle friendly lights, and you'll find that a lot on the West Coast as well. A lot of people are very conscious on the properties. I know that Carla does an amazing job at making people aware of what the brighter lights can do. So kudos to the Barbados Turtle Project. We're saying good morning to you and hailing you up as well. Another amazing operation here in the island. People who are as passionate about what they do as I am about what I do. So all this area, going back some years now, when I was a lot younger, a lot more beach. Lots and lots more beach. You can see the kind of erosion that's going on here. You'll see it a little even further on. We'll talk about that a little more. This is not saying this is not beautiful or that here is not gorgeous and it's not stunning and you should come, because what I'm saying is just comparing it to the past. But the beauty is still there. The peace is still there. The friendliness is still there. Barbados is Barbados as it always was. But we have seen some changes. So we sometimes talk about them just because you just want to remind those that have not been here for a long time or those that have been visiting here for many years what it used to be like. I'm sure they'll remember as well, walking right down here in front of Tropicana Hotel and around the corner to Reeds Bay, all on sand at low tide. Those days are long gone. Alright, we're looking at the beautiful Bay of Weston. This is by a fish market. This is by John Moore's Rum Shop. If any of you have traveled the West Coast, I'm sure you've seen that sign. It's a plain sign, but trust me, when you're driving on this coastline, it jumps out at you, smears itself across your windscreen, and tells you stop here for a Banks beer. Erosion. You can appreciate when these poles are put up. These were put into solid surface. As you see the background, how it looks, that's how over here would have been. This is how it has developed over the last couple of years. Last year it was pretty bad, but a lot more sand has moved. But as we continue to say, the sand builds in summer. So at this time now, these beaches will become the best they will be. They'll remain that way until the first set of north swells and big currents change. And then you will get the change on this coast, especially on this coast. Unfortunately, as much the amount that is taken is never returned. Always seems to be a little bit less. Absolutely beautiful. We pulling all kind of 180s, 360s, 270s. We're doing everything today. So if you have a couple of mattresses that you've been stuffing over the years with a $1 bill or a £1 note here and there, you can come and purchase this property. It's up for sale. It's absolutely beautiful. It is an amazing property. Many years, well, up to last year, you could have driven across here if the gate was open, but they don't open it anymore. They've actually chain linked off right around the entire area, so you can't access here. So if you do want to get to this beach, you're going to need to park by John Moore's Rum Shop or opposite the fire station, as also in Weston, and make your way here. Very easy to walk, but again, if you are coming at this time, it would have to be low tide. You will not come around that bend there not comfortably anyhow at the higher tide, and it's a little bit rougher, but the sand, as I said, is building, so in time it will hopefully be better. But look at the sides of these boats that are being lit up by this beautiful sunshine this morning. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, this is what I mentioned about coconut trees. When you get coconut trees on the coastline, I know some people don't like them, but I certainly do. I love a coconut tree. It's not that I don't like the tree, it just is that they're not functional for them and what they do. But for me, I love a coconut tree. It breathes tropical air for everyone. It just looks tropical, as you can see. Beautiful skies this morning. As I said before, just little powder puffs or little cotton balls of cloud around, but just gorgeous. Water conditions, perfect. Temperature wise, smoothness wise, calmness wise, absolutely beautiful. The far distance, you're seeing waves breaking that reef. That's where Tropicana break is, just around the corner from there itself. That's just to give you an indication where it is. That's by Reeds Bay. And again, coconut trees, man. Look how beautiful they look and how tropical they look. Can you imagine there without that? I don't want to. This is a very active fishing town. Not a big fish market. They don't have a pier or anything like that, but you get a lot of people catching, using fish pots here and nets as well. And then they'll come and sell their fish along the roadside by the fire station, by the fish market itself. And you'll also find a lot of fruit vendors there if you would like. But one of the main attractions down here is John Moore Rum Shop. Come on down here. I know anybody that's on here right now that's been to John Moore's is going to tell you it is a stop that's worth visiting for sure. We used to drive from the south coast all down here on a Friday night to get a Cannon Stout in the early days. Because down here was the last place used to sell Cannon Stouts, which is a Banks product. Just beautiful. Again, more villas for rentals. If you want, this is a beautiful, beautiful villa. Every possible vantage point. You can see even the bedrooms have doors are open to them. I am not looking into anyone's property. I am passing the property. But as you can see, the bedrooms are all there. It's just beautiful. Even the bathroom with the tub on the top floor. Just absolutely stunning, stunning conditions. Mr. Conductor, you should be proud of me this morning, man. Jeez. I know when he comes out of Barbados, it will never be the same again, that's for sure. Looking forward to that though. Because I know, at least I know he's under the close supervision and control of Mrs. Conductor. Good morning to you as well, ma'am. So we came down here a couple of months ago, had terrible microphone issues. I actually didn't even share it on YouTube because I was just so disappointed in the sound quality, and we had lots of beautiful visions, but the sound was terrible. But when we came, all this beach here had gone. So you see it is rebuilding slightly. It's definitely taking a little while, but it is most definitely coming back in. Morning, Governor. How are you going, man? Good morning to you. I'm great, man. Yourself? You're great? All the family here saying hi to you. Good morning. What's your name, my brother? Rupert? Rupert? Rupert, good morning to you, my blood. Take care, my man. Cool. Yep, so Rupert's going to be working on the side of his boat today. As you can see, he has one of his planks here, so he'll be working on that as well. And this is the back of the fire station here, where a few catamarans and power boats and stuff are just kept on the beach here itself. It's beautiful. I think it's time to go in and see again, though. Too much water, and definitely the need for a little more salt on the body. So we walk a little further on, just so you can find an area that doesn't have the reef. You can see the reef here on the inside as well. You can see the darkness just on the inside of the shoulder here. Now, we thought about getting your ankles chipped and severe damage to your ankles and feet. These are the kind of rocks that cause that. If you walk through here at high tide, especially at high tide when there's more surge on the water, these rocks can hit you anywhere, your ankles and stuff, and do some serious damage. I do know some friends that have had ankles chipped and steps damaged on the west coast walking the beaches. So just be wary of it. Remember, most of these rocks are flattish, so they will move a lot with the water surge. So it's not that they just roll, they actually lift and come in. So if it was a rolling rock, it would be different, but when it lifts and comes in and hits you, it's actually coming with full force. So just be careful, please. Fish market just over here on our right as well. And just beyond here is the popular John Moore's rum shop. Again, a lot of these places, just like Oysterstown and many other places in the daytime, don't look so super fantastic. But come night time, evening time, and lights go on here, and the atmosphere changes into party style. Awesome place to stop for sure. Food here is also excellent as well. And that's going from years ago. I know it's the same ownership, so I imagine it's the same. Like, I haven't eaten here for quite a few years, at least 10 or 12 years. Now, you're not going to find a restaurant, 5-star restaurant style food here, but you're going to find some local food here for sure. We had talked about some coconut trees that have gone on the island. This is just one here on the west coast. So you see it's not just the manchu, it's almond tree also, and the thunder as well. Lots of threats. What I like about this area is the quaintness. This is one area on the west coast that quite a few little shabby homes have been preserved. They look like little small spots in the middle of big villas. And I like that a lot, especially like driving along this area across the Reeds Bay area. We still see quite a few of the shadow homes around with green sleeves. That is a lovely thing to see nowadays, and not just all concrete. So whoever owns those properties, you can just imagine what the value of them is now. But the value of them, as in the peace and serenity that they experience, is way more than the value that they can put into their pocket. Alright, we're going to go and see just here, so I'm just going to put up our stuff and we're going to say our farewells, because we've had a long vlog today. I want to give you something a little bit longer, as it's the weekend. Everyone that's on here hopefully will know. If not, I'm just going to remind you, tomorrow is an off day. Off day does not mean rest day, so don't think I'm resting. I'm out there socializing and meeting as many people as I can possibly meet. Hopefully you will be one of them, or hopefully you all will be many of them. Lots of reef here and stuff, but I do have on my beach shoes so I can work my way into the deeper waters, where hopefully I'll pick up some sand and be able to submerge myself to give you all our final 360 for the day. Please remember, these reefs have lionfish and cobblers in them. You may not see them too often, but they are there. So please, when you're walking in Barbados, either have on the correct shoes or attire, or stay off of the reef for sure. Please don't walk across the reefs with a barefoot. Not here, not south coast, not anywhere on the island, please. Oh, I'm having to go real far out to get away from these rocks. Don't mind. It's worth it. I'm taking my family with me into the sea. We're going for a swim. Alright, so here we go. This is where we're going to do it right now. So I would like to thank all of you for your time this morning. I do not take your time as an expectation. I'm privileged that you would spend the morning with me, spend 2 minutes with me, spend 5 minutes with me. Just come in here and say, hello, good morning, family. Leave your love and go. This is something we appreciate, and it's something that we don't take for granted. The care team, which is our care team, our Munchkins, and each and every one of our EMC members have one cause right now in life, and that's to start life and live life the right way. The way we're supposed to. Not do the wrongs, do the rights. However, as we all know, we're not perfect, so we will do some wrongs today. There's no question. Every one of us here that are watching this now, and also later on, someone, or not someone, all of us will do something today that we will be asking for forgiveness for. The beautiful thing is, our positive lights, my God, grants that forgiveness because we are not perfect. He's the only one that's perfect. So if you have made a mistake today, hopefully it's not detrimental to anyone else. Hopefully it's not detrimental to yourself. And hopefully you'll be able to say, I'm sorry. Actually do forgive yourself and move on, because that's what's important. The hardest thing for me in my life, since my life has transformed, was to forgive myself for my past. I have so many dark shadows and so many secrets, and for years I've hidden them and I didn't want people to know them. Now I really don't care, because that's not relevant anymore, because I've forgiven myself for them. I don't applaud myself for them, but I certainly forgive myself for them, because God has forgiven me. He's asked me to move on, and to move on, I can't carry that burden with me. So I share that, leave that behind, and I move forward. Hopefully with all of you all with me as well. Thanks again for joining us on the journey. It's been a pleasure. It's been great to be back with you. I'm feeling my oats today. As you can see, I have not stopped talking. This is the usual me, so anyone that's on here for the first time may be saying, that guy talks a lot every time. So get ready for it and be prepared. And remember, you can always mute me, but if you want to hear the ocean, you got to listen to me too. So have a great day. Love you all. Greetings from Barbados. Look forward to seeing any of you that are on the island tomorrow. Tomorrow, as I will say again, we're going to be at Crystal Waters, which has been officially renamed the EMC Beachfront Festive Lounge. We have our master entertainment, Mr. Anderson Ward, playing for us again tomorrow. Anyone that has been listening to Anderson over the years or has seen him recently will know he does not only have an amazing voice, he's without a doubt one of the best entertainers and performers that I know on this island. So come, be treated to that tomorrow. Have some drinks if you would like some food. Crystal Waters also has food. And then they also have the big after party, which kicks off at the Carib just after Crystal Waters ends. You don't have to call it a day. You can just ease over there 100 yards, start the partying again to DJ. Anyway, everyone, have a blessed day. I love you all. Greetings from Barbados. I wish you the best. I hope you all remain safe, and I hope you all enjoy and love life, because that's what we're here to do. But remember, you can take someone with you today. Someone that looks down will be blessed and happy to hear good morning and hello from you. Have a great day. Love you all.